Welcome again to another podcast from CheapWineFinder.com. This is Domain Dave. And I've got an inexpensive rosé from Aldi. They've had nothing new for a while. I think a lot of their wines come from Europe, and supply chain things have just messed that up. But this is a California rosé. Let me grab the bottle. I don't know why I look at it. There's only 3 words in the title. Bear Brothers California Rosé 2021. I can't recall if I had another 2021 vintage this year. Normally you get them from South America, you get them from New Zealand or Australia because their springs and falls are reversed. But this is a wine that last October they picked, or September they picked, and late spring of 2022 we're drinking it. And it's a nice little rosé. $7.99, it's $8 wine. An $8 Aldi wine is probably around a $12 retail wine. There's no exact thing. Some are less, some are more, but it's about that. So you're not, $8 is too cheap. No, you're drinking a $12 wine. And that $12 wine is in the premium category, so you really can't complain. I'm going to take a sip. I checked with the California Wine Cola, which is the agency in California that labels the wine. And this wine was made by Sheed Family Vineyards out of Monterey. They're a very large family-owned vineyard. They have some 50 different brands. They make a lot of wines for Aldi's and Trader Joe's and other people. But along with their own wines, they do mostly estate wines and almost all sustainably grown wines. They're known for being leaders in the sustainable movement. This one says California on the label, and it says that means that the grapes basically are from California. So I don't know, since Scheid does make a lot of estate wines, is this an estate wine? They just didn't say it. It's a possibility. You never know. I remember seeing and this is kind of off subject a little bit, 2 different wines by the same producer. One was like $20, one was like $10, $12, and the $20 wine was from a single vineyard, I think in Sonoma somewhere. And then the $10 or $12 wine said Sonoma on the label, even though they are both from the same vineyard. It's a marketing thing. Since you're paying more for one wine, they don't want you to know it's exactly the same sourcing as the other. It's just makes the other one, the more expensive ones, sound more important. That's all it is to it. But there we go. So I don't know. This could be, for Aldi, they could have gone out and purchased grapes somewhere. You don't know. Doesn't matter. Scheid has been around 50 years, and they know what they're doing. They make really good wine. And this is a 2021, 13% alcohol, which is a little bit ripe for rosé, but not bad. Tastes great. And I'm going to sip again, and we'll talk about what it tastes like. And it tastes, for a rosé, a summer rosé, it reminds me a little bit of a Provence Rosé, which for $8 supermarket wine is kind of high praise. It's kind of lean, it's kind of sleek. It's got some dry red berries up front. It's got a little bit of candy spice. It's got grapefruit in there. It's got some tart citrus. It's got maybe tart cranberry. All very mild, all very sleek. Tastes great. I mean, nothing jumps out at you. It's just a really nice, smooth, tart, tasty wine with really good acidity. The acidity lets the flavors unfold and lets you get your palate, get your tongue ready for the next sip. And heck, this is $7.99. You don't know anything about it. It's from Aldi. It's made by a good producer, and that's what counts. Not knowing what the grapes are is not. If you don't know who made it and what the grapes are, then you're just jumping in the pool, not knowing what's going on. But you know that the producer is a good producer, and then you're not really in any difficulty. You're probably going to get a good wine. We'll take another sip, and then we're going to wrap this up because what I'm going to say, it's a nice, inexpensive rosé. Yeah, I mean, if you're in Aldi and you want to grab something to drink, just a nice bottle of wine, This can go with, light food. It can go with salads, maybe shrimp, cold shrimp, that type of thing. It's got enough acidity. It's got enough flavor. It drinks really well. I've had more expensive rosés that didn't taste this good. So there you go. I mean, it's another wine that I expected nothing from, or didn't expect nothing from, but it delivered. This could be your rosé of the summer. At $7.99, you can. This doesn't break the budget at all, and it does what a rosé is supposed to do. I like it. It's one of the few new wines at Aldi's, and that's it for me. Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com. Like us, we like your podcast. I got to say that every time. Thanks for listening. We got more coming up. June will be a fun month, and we'll be having some good wines to drink, and we'll be talking to you later. So keep it cheap. Stay cool. I think it was almost 90 Chicago today. And it's probably going to be cooler all week, but that's another point. This is not the weather report. This is a wine podcast. So keep it cheap. Adios and goodbye. Bye-bye.